Hello YouTube, today I have another gaming pickups video for you guys today, and today's video, I have quite a bit of cool stuff. I have about 10 games here, so I got quite a bit. We'll go oldest stuff to newest stuff, and then I will, I'll tell you a little bit about each one. So I hope you guys enjoy, so let's get right into it with the oldest stuff first. And the first thing I got is a Game Gear game, new one to add to my collection, and this one is something I'm really happy to have. I love this game. It's my favorite puzzle game of all time. Actually, I think it's about my second. It's really a close tie with Tetris, but my second favorite puzzle game of all time, and it is Bust a Move. I absolutely love this game. It's such a fun puzzle game, and this is a very, very good port. I spent probably about 20 minutes playing this when I was testing it out. It was really fun. If you guys haven't played Bust a Move, I'm sure some of you you probably have seen it if you don't know the name of it. It's basically the puzzle game where you have a bunch of little bubbles at the top, and you have a little tiny cursor that goes side to side, and you shoot a colored bubble and it can bounce off walls, and it attaches to whatever bubble it hits first. And you try to get 3 or more in a row to eliminate a row of bubbles, and the main objective is to clear the entire board of the bubbles. So it's really, really cool. Bust a Move, absolutely amazing puzzle game. If you're a fan of puzzle games and you have a Game Gear, this is a great, great one to check out. I highly recommend this game for Game Gear. It's really fun. Next, we're moving on to PS2. And this is a game I already had, but I didn't have it complete. But I got, this was actually really, really cheap. This was like $1, and it came complete. This is at my used store. These two games were at my used store. My used store was closed for 4th of July, so I didn't really get a lot there, but I did go there for a short period of time, and it did come complete. It's Tribes Aerial Assault. This is a really fun Tribes game. If you've never played Tribes, it's kind of similar to Halo. It came out before Halo, the original one, but Tribes is sort of similar to Halo, where you basically, sorry about the camera, the glare is making it change like lighting and stuff, but you have a bunch of different guns, and basically it's like a team deathmatch kind of thing. The campaign is basically just a glorified team deathmatch with a little bit of story added in, but you can play with bots, which is really nice, so you can basically just play, and the servers are all host-based, so this is technically still online for PS2. So if you want to play this online, you can go ahead and just do that. Yeah, as you can see here on the back, you get jetpacks and a bunch of different other kind of laser weapons and stuff. So it's really, really fun. If you're a fan of Halo, same sort of health thing. It has regenerating health, so really cool game. Recommend checking that one out for PS2, really cheap. Next, I got 7 PS3 games, because I went to GameStop since my local store was closed for 4th of July. And I picked up 7 PS3 games because their bargain bin was freshly stocked. So I picked out a bunch of games from the bargain bin, and I bought them. So we'll go just straight down the stack. They're in no particular order. First one I got is Brutal Legend. This is a hack and slash game, hack and slash music kind of game. It's really, really fun. It's voice acted by Jack Black. The graphics are kind of like an art style, sort of similar to like there's a lot of MMOs out there that have this sort of similar style to this. Really, really fun game though. It did come complete, and I only play a little bit of this, but the soundtrack for this game is awesome. It's got a soundtrack from Tenacious D. There was an Ozzy Osbourne song in there that I heard, and I didn't play too much of it, but it's really, really fun so far. So I've heard really good things about this game, so be sure to check that out if you're into hack and slash games. This is a really fun one to check out. Next one is one that I've heard about, and I have been really interested in getting. If you guys don't know, I'm really, really big into choice-based RPGs, sort of like the Mass Effect and Dragon Age series. And I beat the Dragon Age series recently, just all of them. And I'm starting on the Mass Effect, so I'm really into these choice-based RPGs where your choices change the ending and stuff, which is really cool. And so I got this game because this game is cheap, and I've heard about it before. It's not super popular, but it seems really cool. It's Alpha Protocol, Espionage, the Espionage RPG. This is by Obsidian, the people who made Knights of the Old Republic 2. It did come complete. And basically, you play, I think it's an MI6. I think you play as an MI6 agent. I'm not sure if it's MI6 or not. And you basically, you go through, and there's a bunch of different choices you can make that will affect the ending and stuff. And you basically play through missions and stuff. And you have like an RPG-style level-up system. So it's really, really cool. I've heard some good things about this, and so I heard this is very underrated RPG, and I'm really excited to check it out because it's very unique. You don't see many modern shooter RPGs, so I'm really interested to see how this one works out, especially with the choice-based system. And I just dropped that one on my foot, and there we go. Okay, next one is a game that I've heard about tons, and it's super underrated. Well, it's not super underrated, but it's really a good game, and it's really, really cheap right now for what it is, and I'm super excited for this, and that is LA Noire. The PS3 version does come with an exclusive mission, which is the console's car traffic case. This game is made by Rockstar, so it's an open world RPG, detective style RPG, I would say, and it's really, really cool, I think. I am super excited for this game because this game has the best facial animations in any game I've ever played, period, to date. Their faces move so realistically. If you've never seen it, just look up some gameplay. The way their mouth moves and their face moves when they're talking and just expressing themselves, it's more realistic than you're probably ever going to see for a while, because this was way ahead of its time in terms of the graphics for the faces. It's just a very, very good, polished game. So if you're a fan of Rockstar games like the Grand Theft Auto series and stuff, check this one out. This one is set in the 40s, and it's basically about, you're a cop, and you just go through and solve different cases, and basically try to solve murders and stuff. So it seems really, really cool. I've not played a whole bunch of it yet. I'm sure there's some overarching story to it besides just the cases, so I'm really interested to see how it plays, and it's just a very, very good game. It's really cheap right now too, so be sure to check that one out. Next one is a game I've heard a little bit about, not too much, and that one is Singularity. This one's a first-person shooter about, you play in like Russia, I think, and I didn't play too much of this one, to be honest, but from what I'm getting is you play in Russia, and you're part of some like kind of spec ops team kind of thing, and your character keeps transporting back in time, and it's not like you transport back in time like as a vision. You actually can interact with things too, like you actually, in the very beginning, you help save someone's life. So it seems very interesting. I would like to see how this plays out. I'm guessing that there's some really cool kind of story, since you can travel back in time and actually affect the past, which is kind of cool. So that's a very unique first-person shooter. Only really a game that I've seen that does this with time play is Time Shift, and so that's really interesting, and I want to see how this one plays out. Next one is a really dirt cheap game that I've never heard of before by Sega, and I had never heard of this game at all. And this one is called Stormrise. It looks like the cover looks like a sort of like a B-rated game, and it just looks like a B-rated game, and it's just, it looks like a budget title. So I picked it up just because it was a filler title that I thought it looked kind of cool, and I put it in. Sorry about that. I put it in, and it's actually, so far from the story that I'm getting from the opening cutscene and stuff, it's much more interesting than it looks. Basically, it starts off, and you're basically this kind of like future soldier, and basically the world had started global warming, and to save themselves from nature, they developed this system to like help harness nature. And apparently, at one point, something went wrong, and these kind of like firestorms started erupting, and it just ended up annihilating everything and mutating stuff. So that's basically what this is about, and I'm really interested to see how this plays out some more. So interesting story. It's a budget title, and I think it's pretty good looking so far. I did not expect this from this game, so it's pretty happy with that one. Next is a game that I've wanted for so long. I'm a huge fan of the series. Some of you may know, I used to skateboard a lot, so I am a fan of skateboarding games, mainly the Tony Hawk games. But I played this. I almost beat it actually at one point, but I didn't own it. I borrowed it from a friend, and that is Skate. By the way, this did come complete, and Skate did come complete. Basically, Skate is a realistic style skateboarding game. It's not an arcade style like the Tony Hawk games if you played them. This is all based about realism. So you won't be able to do any crazy jumps over people or anything on flat ground. And it does a really good job in simulating what skateboarding is like in real physics, which is really nice. I can easily say it's really the only skateboarding game that does it very, almost completely accurately. So, if you guys are interested in seeing how skateboarding is in real life, I honestly check out Skate, because they're the best interpretations, I think. And I absolutely love these games. They're really good. You can create your own... I don't think you can in this one. I don't think you can create your own skate parks in this one, but you can. There's a lot of spots to skate, and it's a really fun game. It's 1 to 4 players, so it's a really good couch co-op game too. So really fun game to play. You basically create your own skater, and you go through story mode and try to get sponsors. Pretty cool concept. Next game is a game I've wanted for a super long time. I downloaded the demo for this when it first came out, because I got my PS3, I think, a couple months after the PS3 launched. So, there wasn't much to play, so I downloaded demos. And one of the demos I downloaded was a game that has always really stuck in my mind as a really, really fun game for arcade flying games, and that is Blazing Angels 2, Secret Missions of World War II. I've wanted this game for so long. It's been really, really hard to find this game. I've either found this game without its case, or it was in such bad condition I didn't even want it. And now I've only ever seen like a couple copies of it, on PS3 at least. I've seen them on Xbox a lot, but on PS3 I've not really seen it all that much. But yes, it did come complete with the French manual, the English manual, and the disc. And the case is in good shape too, which is really nice. Basically, what this is it's arcade style / realism. It's more arcade style than it is realism, but it's like an in-between flying game. And you basically go through and play World War II missions, and you can play them. There's all sorts of different kinds of planes you can play on both sides. So there's some really cool stuff on here. I always really liked the multiplayer in this game, is what was really, really fun. Unfortunately, nobody plays this game online anymore. I think the servers are still up because I can still look for matches and stuff, but nobody plays this on PS3 anymore, which is really sad. I wish people would. It's just such a really fun flying game, and I really recommend it. The graphics are really, really impressive for 2007, so if you guys are looking for a new flying game, this one has some really, really cool missions in it. Check this one out. Alright, and the last thing I got, and since we're going in order, that leaves only one system that I have that is newer, and that would be a PS4 game. I got my second PS4 game finally, and I got Bound by Flame for PS4. I got this brand new from a used store because somebody traded it in brand new. It is complete. The disc is in my PS4. And it actually comes with a manual, which I'm happy about. Like I said earlier, I am a big fan of choice-based RPGs. And basically right now on PS4, there are practically no RPGs to play at all. And funnily enough, this game came out last month. And this is actually a choice-based RPG. And it's pretty decent. It came out on PS3 as well. But it's a budget RPG for sure. It's not a AAA, but it is, because I think it retails for $50 on PS4 and like $40 on PS3, brand new. So I haven't played a whole bunch of this because I'm saving. I'm not going to start it up because I'm saving the experience for later. But basically, this is to hold me over to Dragon Age Inquisition. My bad. And from what I've heard and what I've seen in terms of demos on combat and stuff, the combat's very reminiscent to Dragon Age 2. And it also has a choice-based morality system, and it has romance options if that's what you're into. And, but yeah, the graphics look really nice. I did load it up and look at the character creation a little bit, so... yeah, if you guys are looking for RPGs right now on PS4, check out Bound by Flame. It didn't get stellar reviews, but really, people really, I mean, unless you, from what I've heard, unless you rush through the story and only do the story missions, you're not going to get a great experience. But if you actually do side quests pertaining to your companions and stuff, you're not going to really experience the fullness of the game. So, I'm really excited to get this RPG. It's basically my second PS4 game because I only have Knack and a couple of downloaded stuff that's only multiplayer. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you're interested in any more info about any of these games, let me know. I might do a couple gameplay videos of Bound by Flame because I might just do that because it sounds interesting. So be sure to check those out if I decide to do them. But yeah, let's do a little bit of an overview. Okay. For PS2, I got Tribes, PS4, Bound by Flame, Game Gear, Bust a Move, and on PS3, oh no, camera fell over. Alright, I'm adjusting it. Alright, and PS3, got these games. I'm just going to leave that in there because I've already finished the rest of this video. So, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment box below. I'll be sure to respond. And yeah, game recommendations as well. Leave them in the comment box below. Always looking for new stuff to play. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.